It's 2026. You're at the airport with a carry-on you've flown with for years. Then a TSA agent stops you and says, "This bag isn't flying." That's not bad luck. That's the new reality. In 2026, carry-on rules have changed, and travelers are getting bags taken, items confiscated, and even denied boarding for mistakes that used to slide. In this video, I'll show you exactly what changed and how to pack so you don't lose your bag, your time, or your money. Rule 1. Carry-on size is now binary. Let's start with the biggest shock in 2026. Your carry-on either fits or it doesn't. There's no close enough anymore. Airlines are enforcing size exactly as written, and everything counts now. Wheels, handles, bulging pockets, expansion zippers. If it sticks out, it counts. And here's the part most travelers miss. It doesn't matter how many times your bag worked before. It only matters if it fits today. If your bag doesn't slide into the sizer cleanly, the decision is instant. No debate, no second chances. It gets tagged, sent to the hold, and often comes with a last-minute fee. Now add weight. Carry-on weight limits used to be ignored. In 2026, they aren't. More airlines are weighing bags at check-in kiosks or right at the gate. If your bag looks dense, heavy, or hard to lift, it draws attention. Here's the simplest rule that works every time. If lifting your carry-on into the overhead bin feels like work, it's too heavy, weigh it at home. Because once your bag fails, size or weight, the rest of the rules don't matter. And even if your carry-on passes. Rule 2. The personal item is no longer a loophole. For years, the personal item was the quiet workaround. A backpack, a tote, a laptop bag that could almost be a second carry-on. That flexibility is gone. In 2026, flights are full and boarding is rushed. Airlines are targeting anything that slows things down. That makes oversized personal items an easy target. The rule is simple and finally enforced. Your personal item must fit fully under the seat in front of you, not angled, not sticking out, not sharing space with your feet. If it doesn't disappear under the seat, it can be flagged. This is how people get caught. They clear security with no problem. Then, at the gate, an agent spots the backpack. Now they're repacking, paying a fee, or checking a bag, with a full line watching. The fix isn't arguing. It's packing with intention. Your personal item should be soft, slim, and able to compress flat. Structured bags look bigger even when they technically fit. And here's the mindset shift that saves trips. Your personal item is no longer extra space, it's your insurance. Anything you cannot afford to lose, passport, medication, wallet, laptop, belongs under the seat. Because that's the one bag that stays with you if overhead bins fill up. Now let's talk about the rule people think got easier. Rule 3. Liquids did not get easier. Yes, some airports now use new CT scanners, the kind where you don't have to pull out your laptop. Sometimes not even your liquids. And that's exactly why people get burned. Those scanners are not everywhere, and they are not consistent. You might fly out of a modern airport where everything stays in your bag, then connect through one that still uses the old rules, and suddenly your carry-on is open on the belt. Here's the reality. The 3-1-1 rule is still the baseline. Liquids, gels, and aerosols up to 3.4 ounces, all in one clear quart-size bag. And yes, this includes things people forget. Peanut butter, creamy spreads, certain cosmetics. If you can spread it, it counts. So in 2026, don't pack for the easiest airport, pack for the strictest one. Keep all liquids together in one clear pouch near the top of your bag. If your airport lets everything stay inside, great. If not, you're ready. CT scanners are a bonus, not a promise. And the fastest way to lose something expensive is assuming the rules relaxed. Rule 4. Batteries are zero-tolerance items. If there's one category security is watching hardest in 2026, it's batteries, power banks, spare camera batteries, cordless tools, smart luggage. The core rule is simple. If it has a lithium battery, it goes in your carry-on, never in a checked bag. There's another test people don't expect. Can the device turn on? If security asks you to power up a phone or laptop and it's dead, that's a problem. In 2026, power is proof. Smart luggage adds one more layer. If your suitcase has a built-in battery, airlines care about one thing: can you remove it? If the battery can't come out quickly, some airlines won't allow the bag at all. That's how people end up abandoning expensive luggage at the airport. Before you pack, do a battery check. Charge your devices. Know which batteries are removable. Keep everything where the rules expect it, because once batteries are handled, there's only one final variable left. Final pressure point: overhead bins. Even if your bag follows every rule perfectly, overhead bin space is not guaranteed in 2026. Planes are fuller. Priority boarding is everywhere. Bins fill early. If you board late, your bag can still be tagged, even if it's compliant. That's why your under-seat bag matters so much. If your carry-on gets pulled at the last second, your essentials stay with you. The takeaway is simple: pack smart, board alert, and assume overhead space is earned, not promised. Once you understand how airlines and TSA think in 2026, the carry-on rules stop feeling random and start feeling predictable. Qualify your bag, protect your personal item, pack for the strictest lane, and treat batteries as zero tolerance, and you'll move through the airport while everyone else is still stuck arguing. If this helped, hit like, subscribe for more no-stress flying guides, and tell me in the comments which carry-on rule has frustrated you the most.